What is up, woke family? It's your boy Wokey Bucks, and I'm back again with another live stream. Clout chasing black woman does whatever she has to do for attention. Let's get it. Let's get into this, man.
Mixer. Went to a singles mixer, and only women showed up.
So, from what we're witnessing right now, she's basically claiming she went to a singles mixer and only women showed up, and she's trying to show the women, but she's not showing the entire background. Let's pay attention. Is that not a man? No, that's a server. Okay.
Went to a
So I want us to find the video of what actually truly happened, because unfortunately she tried to show her own portion of the women going to a singles mixer, and you have to understand that this is unfortunately one side.
Went to a singles mixer.
1 second, guys.
Watch this like 10 times.
Went to
So it was a situation in that situation that she eventually ended up getting exposed, guys. Unfortunately, right? She did get exposed for lying, and they showed where there were a bunch of men at the singles mixer. You know what I'm saying? So there were a bunch of men at that singles mixer, and she got exposed. And it just goes to really show you that in the society we live in right now in 2022, a lot of people will lie for clout. A lot of people will lie for attention. A lot of people will lie for likes because they don't feel comfortable in their life, and they want to always make themselves seem like they're the center of attention. This is my thing. When you come across spirits like that, when you come across people like that, you need to avoid them at all costs for your sanity, for your safety and sanity, because they have the ability to drag you down. They have the ability to tear you down. This right here is just an unfortunate situation of what happened. Now, obviously, I only showed where she showed that there were only women, but who's to say that she didn't come earlier and that men didn't eventually end up coming through? But you have to understand that people like her are going to try to do whatever they possibly can for attention, for clout. Right? There are so many other videos in this space that talk about the exact same thing. Because what you tried to make it seem like was that there were no men that pulled up. That's not the truth. We know that that's not the truth. You feel what I'm saying? So why lie for attentions and views and clout? It's ridiculous. It's honestly ridiculous, but let's be real. That's the type of society we live in right now. People want to do whatever they possibly can for attention. And I'm not knocking it, but this is my thing. Don't come across as untrustworthy in your pursuit of attention. That's just my thing. At least be honest. Be honest and just tell the truth for the way it is, whether you agree with it or whether you disagree. Because we have to all understand one thing: the truth is the truth, regardless of how we feel about it. But the reality is that a lot of people don't want to admit the truth for being the truth, and then from there, when they end up getting disappointed, they feel some type of way. It's not necessary. It's not necessary. It's good for us as people to just be honest and just keep it a buck about what the situation is, and if we can keep it a buck about what the situation is, and every other thing is going to work out. She literally lied about claiming that there were no people that pulled up to the singles mixer when we know that's not the truth. And it's like, why feel the need to lie? I feel the need to cap. We don't have to cap on here. You know what I'm saying? We don't have a reason to lie. It's just there's no reason. But yeah, that's what it is, man. Like, we have to understand, especially as men in the society, that a lot of women will try to do whatever they possibly can for views, likes, and attention. They want to try to make themselves feel like they belong by exploiting situations in which don't even need to be exploited in the first place, all for attention, all for views, for likes and stuff. And once you start to see the reality for the way it truly is, you start to move different. You start to see things different, from a different viewpoint, from a different lens. And once you start to see it, you got to move different. Because if you don't move different, you're putting yourself in a position to end up getting wrong. And it's like, it's not worth it. You got to just be careful. You got to guard yourself. You got to guard your energy. When you guard yourself and you guard your energy, other things are going to work out. 1 quick second, guys. All right, guys, my bad. So yeah, like I said, man, in situations like this, that just goes to show you the situation. You feel what I'm saying? Unfortunately, we live in a society where people will do anything for clout. People will do anything for views, likes, attention. And like I said before, we're not knocking people who do it, but they're not capping. But when you start to cap, when you start to lie, it's like, why? You feel what I'm saying? What is the point? You really just you got to start seeing things for the way that they truly are and just accept it for what it is. For what I'm saying, like, there's no need to lie. We live in a society where women will try to do whatever they possibly can to try to make themselves seem like they're angels. And it's like, bro, we see past that. You feel what I'm saying? We see the reality. You might not like it. Let's really reflect on this, bro. Let's go back and watch this one more time.
Singles mixer. Went to a singles mixer, and only women showed up.
Now, if we pay attention to the atmosphere and see the way that this place is truly. Does this place even look like it's packed? No. Most people will say that no, it doesn't look like it's packed. Why do you think it's not packed? Because people are starting to show up. So for you to just get there when the event is just starting, more likely than not, and for you to cap talking about no men showed up or only women showed up, come on, man. Come on, man. Be real with yourself. Be real with yourself. They didn't call it a singles mixer for no reason. And think about it, especially in Texas where you know the population is high. Why do you think a lot of women would show up? Because they want to eventually end up finding a man that they're going to eventually end up dealing with. So do you think the men are going to know about this and not show up? Come on, man. Especially the way that men are. Even with the way that women behave, even with the way women behave, and them talking about men not wanting to court them. Do you seriously think in your mind that a man is not going to show up or men are not going to show up? But the people want to try to always switch and change the narrative. You feel what I'm saying? It's just unfortunate, but it's the reality. That's the type of society we live in, bro. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Let's continue. And then pay attention again to the end. Look at how she flipped it in the end to not show the other side. Who's to say that there weren't any men on that side? She literally only showed one side of the event and she didn't show the other side. That just goes to show you she's not truly being honest and she's capping for views. She's capping for clout. She's capping for attention. That's that's the type of society we live in, though. So we as people have to really start seeing the truth for the way it truly is and accept it. For what I'm saying, it's an unfortunate reality, but it is what it is. It is what it is. You got to start seeing it for the way it truly is and move accordingly. We live in a demonic world right now where people will try to do whatever they possibly can and lie and sell their souls. It's like, bro, it's not necessary. You got to move accordingly, and the only way you're going to move accordingly is when you speak the truth and when you stand on the truth and you say the truth. Stop capping for views. Stop capping for attention. Stop it. You feel what I'm saying? It's not necessary. You don't gain anything from doing that. It's really, really unnecessary. You feel what I'm saying? Especially in the society in which we live in right now. People will do whatever they possibly can for clout, for attention, for views. It's just unfortunate. But with that being said, we really have to start putting our trust in God. Trust in God and just allow God to work his wonders in our life, because God will put the right types of people around you and will put you in the right situations for you to blossom, for you to succeed, for you to level up. That's not going to happen if you don't have your mind in the right place. And if you're not grinding, if you're not focused on trying to become the best version of yourself. That's what you're seeing right now. Because of the society we live in right now, we as men, like I said, we live in a fact-based reality. We understand that we have to level up. How do we level up? By putting ourselves in a position of success, to level up, to become greater, to become the person that God has called us to become. But when we're not doing that, it's like it makes it very, very hard for us to be able to accomplish the things we would have been able to accomplish if we weren't locked in. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, bro. When you accept reality, all of these things start to really make sense, and you start to see reality for the way it is instead of the way that people want you to see it. For what I'm saying, stay locked in, stay woke, and let's continue to level up. If you understand, it's because you're woke. If you don't understand, you're not woke. This is going to be in this live stream. If you like this live stream, make sure you go spam that like button, leave comments, share this video with your friends, subscribe to the channel at WokeYouBucks, WOKEEBUKS. Tap the notification bell to get all the videos that I post. Patreon link will be down in the description below, and so will social media links. So make sure you go give those a check. Without further ado, this is going to be this video live stream. This is WokeYouBucks, and I'm out.